Hello Year 7, my name is Mr. Locke. I'm the current head of Year 7 and will be your head of year next year. Today I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the school, and we begin with the upper ground bridge, and this is where you'll be entering the school on a daily basis. Now I'll take you through to the main hall where we have our assemblies and other events throughout the year. Normally we'd have our bleacher seats out and they would recline out for the assemblies. Currently we're set up for our social distancing lessons for the Year 10s and the Year 12s, hence why the desks are out at the moment. From here we'll take you through to the first corridor where we have our music and drama rooms. This is predominantly the main music classroom. As you can see, we're putting in our social distancing tape at the moment. But this is where you will have the majority of your music lessons. So this is the music corridor. Again, on my right hand side here is lots of little music practice rooms, which normally have a piano or a keyboard. And at the end here, we have another music classroom, which is full with our MacBooks for music production. I'll show you inside here. Okay, now we're going to leave the music department. We're just going to go across to the drama studio. We have two drama studios here. Going to show you inside this one here. So it's quite a big space where you'll be having your drama lessons. As you can see, we have the lights up there for all the special effects, and in every classroom you'll see you have one of these big monitors, and this is where your teacher, in here it will be Miss Gentle, will deliver the lesson. Okay, so from drama we're going to make our way up the stairs here. The school is divided into two buildings, very much like a H shape. I'm sure some of you, when you came on open evening, would have found that. At the end of each corridor there's a stairwell, so you'll be using these stairwells to get to your lessons. Up on the first floor we have humanities, maths and languages, and some business classrooms. I'm just going to show you through here. So this is one of our business and IT classrooms. We have lots of computers in here. We have some classrooms on this floor and some more on the second floor. You'll notice that in the stairwells they have these, the numbers of the floors. So we have the lower ground, the upper ground, the first floor and the second floor. We're now currently on the first floor. Okay, we're now going to move from business to some of our humanities classrooms at the other end of this corridor. So this is a geography classroom. Miss Hayes, one of our geography teachers, she teaches in here. You'll notice on each floor that we have a water dispenser which students can use throughout the day. Now we're going to leave humanities and we're going to make our way across the bridge into the other side of the school. Okay, on this corridor we have maths and MFL, so modern foreign languages. It does say English up here, however English is on the upper ground, so slight confusion. What we'll do is we'll walk down to the math section and then we'll make our way across to MFL. We'll pop into Mr. Akufi's classroom here. Again, very similar to the typical classroom here at Westfield. At the end here is one of our stairwells. Like I said, it's the end of the corridors. That gives you the access from the bottom floor all the way to the top. we'll make our way across the corridor here down to the languages department. Okay, so the fourth stairwell, we're going to make our way up to the second floor where we have our science labs and the rest of our humanities department. So slightly different to a normal classroom. The seats are raised higher, the tables are higher. Each seating section has a sink to carry out experiments. Okay, if you'd like to follow me, we're going to go down to the other end of the science corridor and make our way down to DT. The science department is the biggest department in terms of classrooms and their sizes. Again, it's very similar to the first floor. Each floor has access to the other side of the building via the bridge. And this is the bridge here. What we're going to do now is we're going to make our way down to the lower ground of the building, where DT, art, the canteen are all situated down the bottom there. Okay, we're now at the lower ground part of the building. This is also where my office is situated, just ahead here. This is one of our resistant materials classrooms. So students, normally about once or twice a week, we use these rooms, and in the first years they will make a wooden pencil case. It works as a carousel, so students that aren't doing resistant materials might do things such as cooking or graphics, and they rotate on a termly basis. So students in here will get the opportunity to use the tools, of course under adult supervision, to produce something like a pencil case. Each year, students make something different, depending in which year group they're in. Okay, so from here, this is the DT and Arts corridor. I'm going to show you inside some of the classrooms. Firstly, we'll start in here. This is one of our food tech classrooms. So as I mentioned before, the DT lessons work on a carousel basis, where students will take it in turns to have lessons in cooking, resistant materials and graphics. So this is one of the cooking facilities. We have two cooking rooms at this part of the corridor. Another resistant materials workshop. And just before we go further down here, this is the lower ground bridge into the canteen. We also have a hair and beauty department, which is used for some of our GCSE students, so it's an option when you reach GCSE level. Opposite that are our art rooms. I'm just going to take you into this art room here. So again, nice and colourful. This is where Miss Bastian gives her art lessons. As you can see, some of the student artwork up the side there. The Year 7 artwork is towards the back. You'll notice down the corridors that we have lots of lockers. So lockers can be purchased from our main reception. They're a £5 deposit, and you get to keep your locker for the year. It's very handy when you're bringing lots of bags in, so your PE kit, your art folder, etc. It's always nice to have that extra space. Now into Mr. Semenchuk's classroom. This is one of our graphics classrooms. Having a bit of a clean at the moment. This is where Mr. Semenchuk delivers his graphics lessons. Okay, I'm going to take you through now to the canteen via the lower ground bridge. As you can see, we're currently having a deep clean in preparation for the Year 10s and 12s back on the 15th of June. So the canteen will look slightly different because this is one of the areas which we'll be using to teach our Year 12s. But as you can see in the back, we have the deli, which serves predominantly sandwiches and salad, pasta and things like that. The kitchen, which serves hot meals throughout the day, so you can get hot food at break and lunchtime. And you have this big space at the front here, which follows on through like an L shape round to the back here. So I'll show you just down here. A really big area to enjoy your lunch. From here, once you've had your lunch, Year 7s and 8s can come out into the Key Stage 3 playground, which is situated here. So Year 7 and 8s will use this playground at break times. So it's just a space at the side of the building here. But at lunch times they have access to the tennis courts where they can play football. Sometimes they play cricket on there, tennis and lots of other sports on there. Okay, from here we're going to make our way to the library through the middle stairwell. Okay, so we've come from the canteen up the middle stairwell and we've come back across the upper ground bridge. This is where we've started. Before we went this way, we're going to take you the other way, past main reception here, which is situated on my right hand side. And through here we have the, we have the library. So the library is used for English lessons once a week in Year 7, where they'll come in here and they'll do some reading. But the library is also open at breaks and lunch times for students to complete their homework. There's actually extra responsibilities for students where if they want to become student librarians, they can do that throughout their lunch and break times. Okay, so from here, from the library, we're going to go to the upper ground corridor on the A side of the building. This is where your English classrooms are situated. You can see the big English signs down the end there. So we'll take a walk down this way. Very similar classroom to the rest of the school. This is where one of our English teachers will deliver English lessons. Okay, so from the English corridor here, we're going to make our way just to the end of the upper ground corridor on the A side of the building, where our SEN base is situated. Miss Hayes, she is based in this office here, and any SEN support is predominantly given in the SEN rooms in this part of the building. Okay, the last stop on our tour is the main reception. That's for when we hold parental meetings, students need to make calls home. Main reception is situated on my left hand side here. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the tour. I hope you enjoyed it for what it is. Unfortunately, you've not been able to come in and experience the real thing. Hopefully you can remember what it was like when you come here on open evening. The next time we'll see you now will probably be in September, so I wish you well. If you do have any questions, parents, students, then drop me an email. My email is hlo@westfield.academy. See you soon. Thank you very much.